people ask me, what's the best use of links inside Google Wallet? So how can I use links inside my Android app, and or how can I use links inside my wallet pass and move people to my offer or to my landing page or something else or something like this at inside my app? So that's what we're going to cover today, and I hope you're excited. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I think we had a glitch here somewhere in the stream, but don't worry, now we're live and we're ready to go in another Google Wallet live stream. As usual, post your comments in the chat. I'm live today from Cary, North Carolina. Would love to read where you're watching us from today. And we're going to cover links. Everything links inside your wallet pass. How can you point your user, your customer directly to your website, to any other property? How can you point directions? Oh, where is the closest store for me, for example? Or you want to show them what is your next sale? When is your next sale happening? So you can add this kind of links inside wallet. You can put a lot of call to actions. You can use deep links inside your wallet pass, so you can direct your users directly to a point inside your app. So you can do all this kind of stuff inside your wallet pass, because your wallet pass can be the best communication channel for you to use with your customer. And I can see some people are here. Posting in the chat, people saying hi. We have Beatriz from Spain. We also some people from Mexico, some people from India, from Cuba. What else? Yeah, lots of people joining us. Thank you very much for joining. So people from Chile. So I have a lot of people from Spanish-speaking countries today. Hola. Very glad to see you all here in the live stream. So let's go to the content. So of course, as usual, the best way for you to learn more about Google Wallet is to go to the developer documentation, which is available on our website, developers.google.com/wallets. So when you go there, you can click on documentation. And as usual, I almost always make this plug. You can go here to this tab events, and you can see everything that is happening in the Google Wallet world. So for example, today's live stream is here in the top. Are you making the most of your links? So that's what we're covering today. And we also have what else? The past live streams, our session at Google I/O, some of our past live streams, and some upcoming live events as well. I'm going to be next week in Berlin for I/O Connect Berlin. And 1 month from now, I'm going to be in India for I/O Connect Bengaluru. So I'd love to see some of you in person if you happen to be there. It would be great to have a chat, share a cup of coffee, just like the one I'm having right now. I need lots of coffee for the session. I need to be awake, aware, so I can present some exciting content for you. And I can see some more people joining us. Some people from the Philippines. What else? LA, Los Angeles. Thanks for watching us. And after another sip of coffee, we can go to our developer documentation. So I'm going to create a loyalty card today. So we can go to the developer documentation, choose retail, and choose loyalty cards. And as usual, I'm going to create a new pass for today's demo. And I just click here on the let me go back here again. If you go to the left side of your screen, you'll be able to see here in the bottom after libraries and tools, you can choose Pass Builder. When you go to the Pass Builder, we have this custom Pass Builder where I can customize the fields that I want to present and use it as a template. So we're going to have more. Oh gosh, more coffee. My program, my rewards program, more rewards. And I can type some stuff. What else? I can change the background color. Let's get a darker shade of brown, and we should be good. Let's keep the image and everything else. And if I move here to the JSON tab, I can see the object definition and the class definition that I'm going to use in my demo, okay? And my demo is here. As usual, I always tell you I'm a Java person, so my demo code is in Java. But if you use one of our client libraries, which is available for 10 different languages and platforms, you can choose your favorite language and platform and still use the code. Because when we're talking about the Google Wallet REST API, we're mostly manipulating JSON properties. So we have a JSON definition and we're changing the properties. So the client libraries help you to streamline this process of editing this process, this JSON definitions, and sending this information to the Google Wallet REST API. You can do everything by yourself. I just think that using the client libraries make our lives our life much easier. Okay. And I here already have the code that connects to the wallet API. All I have to do is just copy the class and object JSON definition that I created in the pass builder here, and we should be good to go. So let's copy here the class definition. I'm going to click this icon here, which is going to copy the definition to my clipboard. I go here and I paste that. It didn't change much, you can see. Because it's always very similar. And I'm going to copy again the object definition. I'm going to move here, object paste. I'm just going to change this because it's an int property, not a string one. And now I think we're good. Let's go to my code. So this is the code that I'm using. So my project is already running. So if I go here to my machine, loyalty links. Oops, I don't have this one. Let me see. Now I hit the right endpoint. I have my add to Google Wallet button, and I'm going to click on it. And yes, my pass is working. So I can add a loyalty card here. And let me check here, loyalty card. Yeah, it's working. I can add it to my wallet. Let's click add. And it's available here. So you note that once I did that, it's going to be available soon in my Google Wallet. Yeah, it just happened here. I'm sharing the screen of my phone. Have you seen on the fly that it just happened to show up here? On my wallet, directly from my wallet. And if I tap on my phone, you can see that it is there, right? So let's try to customize here what we have. And what else? So the first thing that I want to show you is that in the bottom of the pass, sometimes you want to show your direct call to action inside your wallet. So here, actually, I'm seeing the old one. Sorry. Loyalty. Oh, actually, loyalty links. I opened the wrong pass. Sorry for that. Loyalty. Oh, that's why the color is different. Yes. So I'm using the wrong pass. Sorry about that. Let me delete this one. Now you'll be able to see the actual one. So add to Google Wallet. More coffee. Yes, that's the one we want. I click add, and now it was instantaneous. I can see here directly from my phone. More coffee, and if I open here, you can see more rewards, 300 points, and we should be good to go. And the first link that I want to add to my pass is a call to action directly in the bottom of the pass. So whenever my user opens the pass, they will be able to see here an action here in the bottom, so which can point to my website, can point to my app. So let's try to create this one. So this particular link is called an app link data. So we're going to add that in the code, and you can add that in your loyalty class. And so you can see here on my screen, I'm going to add this code low set app link data. You can see this property here. I'm going to create a new app link data. Just created. Right now it's empty, and I'm going to add set web app link info because I'm going to point that to an external website. And you can see that we have a lot of properties that you can add. And the app target is going to be, again, another property. I know lots of nested properties, but don't worry, you only type that once. And if you're using the client libraries, you can have some autocomplete within your favorite IDE anyway. So it shouldn't be a lot of trouble. So now I create a new URI. And with this URI, I set the targets, which is going to be, of course, developers.google.com/wallet/events. So I want to point users directly to the events page so they can check when is the next Google Wallet live stream. So I'm going to go here, and I can add a description and check out the past and upcoming wallet live streams. Okay, so I just added this particular property to my class definition, and once I update it, I should be able to see it in my pass. Okay, let's go back here. Loyalty links. I'm going to hit the editing point again so we can it can process and send this request to the Google Wallet API. And once I did that, I should be able to see my pass updated here inside my wallet. So just by going back to the main screen and going back to my pass, you can see here that in the bottom, I can see a link here in my wallet pass. You can see here, open more coffee. And when I click and when I tap in my phone in this particular link, my browser opens, it's pointing to my events page inside the Google Wallet developer website. So you can see here upcoming events. You can see the first one is the live stream that we're having right now. It's the first one in the top. And here in the past event section, which looks very nice in the mobile. I didn't check it yet. I always check that on desktop when I'm editing it. But here, I can see here in the mobile, it's looking beautiful. The past events, our recap from last week, our Google I/O session, day in the life of Google Wallet Tech Lead with Gokman. It was a very nice interview, just in case you want to check. So we have everything, the upcoming and past events. How cool is that? And we did all that by adding this app link data, so it can show up here in the bottom of the pass. Cool? And remember, we're live right now. So if you're live with us in this live stream, please post your questions, comments in the chat. We'll have some time for questions in the end, so I'll be more than happy to answer them. So this is the first link, the first useful link that you can have inside your wallet pass. So you can add a direct link here in the bottom of the pass, and you can click and you can open your website, or you can open your custom app. Okay, what else can we do? So in the front of the pass, another way for you to add more links is for you to add a value-added opportunity. So we already had a live stream covering value-added opportunities, but it doesn't hurt for me to show you again how to add these value-added opportunities here in the front of the pass. So that's what we're going to do. So in addition to the app link data, you can also add this value-added module data. So I'm going to go here to the loyalty class and set value-added module data. You can add a list. So it's going to be a list, and I'm going to add a new value-added module data. I need to set a header, which is a localized string. And what else? I can set the default value, which is going to require a translated string. I know lots of properties, but because we are worried about internationalization, I'm just going to type in English. But of course, you should be using, if you have multiple users, customers from multiple different languages and countries, you should be like localizing your wallet pass. And here I have, this is your value added opportunity. Okay, so this is the header that is going to show. And now I need to set the body. So next one is the body. Again, new localized string, set default value. Oops. Here, default value, new translated string, language, and US, and value is going to be, you got more free coffee. Okay, so and once they do that, I need to set the URI, which is going to point to, well, let's point them to our developer website, developers.google.com/wallet. Just wallet. And if I have more than one, I can set the index, like the position in which it's going to show in the past. And I also can set an image. So I'm going to set a new image definition here. Let's do it in multiple lines. The source URI is going to be a new image URI, set URI. And I'm going to copy paste one that already have one. I'm going to get Sparky from the passes that we had last year for our at Google I/O. So I added a new one. So once I run the code again, I should be able to see that in the pass. So I hit refresh in the endpoint. Now my pass should be updated. Yes, it connected. So I just need to go back here in my phone. I go back to the main screen and I open my pass again. And yes, you can see it right in the bottom of the pass here in the right side of your screen. You can see that I have recommendations from more coffee. This is your value-added opportunity. You got more free coffee. So this is another link with an image now that you can show to your user, to your customer in the front of the pass. So we have the link at the bottom, app link data, and we have the value-added opportunity here in the bottom. If you have more than that, you'll be able to see like view more recommendations from more coffee. I can click. I'm going to tap right now in the value-added opportunities that I just added. And you can see that when I tap, my browser opens with the URL that I added, which is the Google Wallet developer website. Cool. So these are the first two ways for you to add links to your pass. What is the other way for you to do that? Well, we have what we call a link modules data where you can add more links. So user can go to these particular properties. And but this information is going to be shown in the back of the pass. So I've shown you like two ways for you to be showing links in the front of the pass. So you can have this very nice call to actions, your primary call to actions. But just in case the user goes here and taps in the three dots in the top right corner of their screen in their mobile phone, they would be able to see more information here in the back of the pass. And how can we do that? Let's do it with code. So if I go back here in the code, I can go, now let's go to the object. In the object, I can add some what we call the links module data with more URIs. And let's go here, loyalty object, links module data. And I can add a new links module data. And I can set the URIs. Okay, the URIs can be a list. And when I add a list, let's add two URIs. So you can see a list that there in the back of the pass. So I can URI. I can set an ID like one. Can set a description. Let's point the user to a Google Maps location. Google Maps. Set URI is going to be here. You could like add the Google Maps URI to your location, to your store, for example. I'm just going to point that straight to the Google Maps website, maps.google.com. Okay, this is the first, and of course I can add a list. So set ID, I'm going to add 2, and set description is the best source of wallet information on the internet is going to be developers.google.com/wallet, of course. So I can add, I'm going to add 2 URIs to external websites here in the back of the pass, but you can add as many as you want. I think we might have a limit. I don't know if it's 100 or something, but if you add 100, it's going to be a very long list, and I don't know if the last ones are going to be very useful. So keep your list of links short so you can have more clicks, more taps on that. So I'm going to save the loyalty object here, and let's go back here to the demo. So refresh in my browser. Once I refresh, I'm hitting the REST Google Wallet REST API endpoint. And if I go back here in my phone, just by going back to the main screen and tapping on the pass again, I should have the information already refreshed. So now the links is not shown in the front of the pass. I have to go back here to the 3 dots in the top right corner of the pass in my mobile phone so I can see this information. So now you can see here in the top of the back of the pass, you have the Google Maps location, and you have the best source of wallet information in the internet. Okay, so let me tap on the first one, which is the Google Maps one. You can see here. I'm going to tap there, and it's going to open my Google Maps app in my Android phone. How cool is that? And it's showing, yeah, shoreline. The shoreline, where the shoreline amphitheater, where we had the Google I/O just like 3 weeks ago. Cool. So we can go back here and try the second link, the best source of wallet information on the internet. So I just tap there, and it opens the browser with the wallet developer documentation. Cool. So this is the third way for you to be able to add links to your wallet pass. Another way for you to add links as well is with a text modules data, which I'm going to show you right now. So we had links module data, we had app link data, we had value added opportunities, and now we're going to show you text modules data. So let's add it to the loyalty object. Loyalty object. I'm going to add the set text modules data, which accepts a list again. I'm going to add a list of text modules. So new text module data. I can set the ID, which is going to be again. It's okay as long as there are strings. The IDs are strings. It's okay as long as you don't repeat them. And I'm going to set the header again. My text, my first text, and set body. And the secret ingredient here is that with a text modules data, you're supposed to be adding texts to the back of the pass. But the secret here is that text modules data actually allows you to add some HTML tags to your text, and within those HTML texts, you can add some links. So let's see what we can do here. So the latest information about wallet events is here. So I added this text, and now I'm going to add a link to it. So in this here, the word here, I want to add an hyperlink. So I'm going to add href. And remember, this is Java, so I have to type the quotes here. It's here. So developers.google.com/wallet/events. Let me break this line here a bit. Is here, and I'm going to close the anchor before the dot. Okay. So I need to close here the tag. So I think I typed it and quoted everything correctly. So now that I'm done, I can go and see if it's working. So refresh the endpoint again. If I did everything correctly, I won't have an error. I didn't. So let's go back here to my wallet app. Oops. Let's go back. Yes, more coffee. And you can see here, text information, my first text. Yeah, as you can see, the text information is in the bottom. Oh, not the bottom, the top of the pass. And my first text is showing up here in the top. And when you see the latest information about wallet events is here. And I can click on that link. So not click, tap. So if I tap on that, I'm opening the browser with the upcoming wallet events. How cool is that? So you have 4 different ways to add links to your user inside your wallet pass. And that's how you can generate engagements. You can point them to your app, you can point that to your website, or you can point them to your location inside Google Maps. That's some of the nice ways that you can use links inside your wallet pass. Cool? So let me take a look here back in the comments. So we have more people that joined us, and I'd like to say hi to people from Macedonia, from Iran, from India. What else? Yes, a lot of people. Sri Lanka. Oh yeah, Aru is asking us, what about Sri Lanka for a vacation? Oh, I would love to do that. I just need to find the time and the money and the right opportunity to go to Sri Lanka. I would love to visit you. What else? Love to have a cup of coffee, even if it's a virtual one. Thank you. What else? Let's go to, some people are posting questions here. So I went through most of the comments, and now let's try to answer some of the questions. So Michael from Poland is asking us, are there any plans for introducing linking the pass directly to Google Maps place? And actually, I think you can already do that. Like if you can get the right URL for your pin inside Google Maps, like if you can create this particular URL, you can add any URL inside the links module data information, for example. And when the user taps in the pass, it's going to be directly the user is going to be transferred. So it's going to be the link is going to be open directly in your phone. So I think that maybe it's already possible. I didn't test it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it works. Okay. What else? Alexander is asking us, is there a plan to add HTML support for lists or other structural elements for textual module data? Alexander, I don't know if lists work because I didn't test it yet. I suggest you give it a try. But HTML support for some elements like, for example, bold, strong, italic, and links like anchors, they already work. So at least for these ones, I don't think it supports the entire HTML set of elements, but at least for the major ones, it's already working. So yes, you can add links in text. Ibrahim is asking us probably about the texture module data as well. Can the script tag be used here? We don't support all the tags, so I didn't try. So the answer is we have to check, but I don't think script should be enabled. Okay, but the only way for us to be sure is to try it. Okay. And Alexander is asking us, how about accessibility tag elements like alt or title for HTML elements? That's another good one. I didn't try. The wallet app has the wallet engineers. They have a lot of they spend a lot of time worried about accessibility, because we have a lot of users that need those accessibility features. But I'm not sure about these tags inside text modules data. So I believe that we have texture modules data that we support most of the basic HTML tags, but I'm not sure about these ones. We have to check. The only thing I can do right now is to ask you to try and see if it works. But as I said, we support most of the basic ones, like anchors for links for sure. I think bold, strong, italic, these ones, they are supported. But anything other than that, I suppose you can try. Okay. What else? We have people from Argentina joining us. Thank you so much for watching us live. What else? Let's see if we have more questions. You can see Robert has another question. Where is Google at on quantum blockchain technology? Robert, my particular answer is I don't know. I know that we don't have any blockchain support for Google Wallet as of today, and I don't know Google plans for quantum. I'm not the right person to answer that, but thank you for the question. What else? Aru is asking that it has a lot of market potential because we don't have PayPal or e-learning, commerce, and content is awaiting independence in online payments. Yeah, Google Wallet is not the service responsible at Google that deals with online payments. That would be Google Pay. Google Wallet is the safe and secure and convenient and easily to access container for information inside your Android phone. So inside the Google Wallet, you can store things like credit cards, debit cards, transit passes, loyalty cards, boarding passes, event tickets. So Google Wallet can be your everyday storage. Even digital IDs, we support some digital IDs across the world. So for online payments, the right service would be Google Pay. Okay, I'm gonna have like some very nice folks, lovely developer advocates from the Google Pay team, like Jose, Domi, and Steven. Sometimes they have some live streams in the Google for Developers channel as well. I can only suggest you connect there. Okay. And what else? Michael has a follow-up question here. Let me explain the question. I mean the scenario when you open a place pin inside the Google Maps app and it shows up with all the information, for example, website URL, whether you can have a loyalty pass there. If you want, if you can see your loyalty pass information there, I think that's a good one. Yeah. I think I can't confirm nor deny, but of course, we're always thinking about better ways to integrate with other Google products and services. And Google Maps, I think it's a perfect place for us to be integrating some very nice opportunities. Wouldn't it be very nice for you to know that, oh, in this store nearby, I have a loyalty card and I have a reward from them? Wouldn't it be nice for it to show on Google Maps? I think the Google Wallet PMs and engineers already thought about it, and who knows, maybe soon we'll be able to announce that. But I can't officially answer for any timelines and if or when, if we're working or not on that, or when we're going to announce. But stay tuned, because if we do launch it, very likely we're going to have a live stream talking about it. Okay. But we did integrate with other Google products and services. For example, in some countries, we already integrate with shopping. So you can see some opportunities over there with Google Wallet and Google Shopping integration, right? What else? Fernando from Argentina is asking us, I suppose all the cards attached to Google Wallet should be previously tokenized by the card mark, or I suppose the card issuer. Yes, for a credit card or a debit card to be added to wallets, it needs to be tokenized, and there needs to be an integration with the credit card or debit card issuer. So yes, if it's stored in Google Wallet, it's tokenized. I'm not responsible for the payments part, so I don't have like the exact information about it, but I think that's how it's supposed to work. Yes. Classic Fandom is asking, how is it different from Firebase? Firebase is a developer tool, so it's like a platform. And here with Google Wallets, we have a REST, at least today, we're talking about a REST API that enables you to add and to create passes that can be shared to your users. Your users then can get those passes and add to their wallets, so they can benefit from these nice features that I'm showing you today. Beatriz is asking us, I need one AI for translation because I speak Spanish. For wallet passes, at least, we're not using AI for this, but the developer of the passes, whichever pass you're adding to your Google Wallet here, the developer needs to add those translated strings. And if they do, the wallet app automatically chooses the right language based on the configuration of your Android phone. So if your phone is configured for Spanish and the developer of the pass added translated strings for Spanish, the information is going to be shown up in Spanish. So it's just a matter of the developer having the concern and the time to add the right translated strings. Then the information in your pass will be translated as well. Okay, and Alexander mentioned Michael here. That is already implemented. We use it extensively. So I suppose it works. Yeah, I didn't try, so I can say for sure. But yeah, please try. Okay, and Sayesh is asking us here, how come Google Wallet isn't fully functional in India compared to other regions? Well, Sayesha, I can say that with adding credit cards and debit cards to Google Wallet is a very customized process. We have to work with the card issuer to be able to tokenize the payments to be added to wallet. So it needs to be done on an issuer by issuer basis. And of course, it takes a lot of time because there are many like issuers across multiple different countries. So it takes a lot of time. On the other hand, what we did announce last year as part of the Google Wallet global expansion is that we're using a passes first approach. So for most of the countries worldwide, now Google Wallet is already available with passes. So users can benefit from the features of Google Wallet for loyalty cards, event tickets, boarding passes, gift cards, offers, transit passes, but not yet credit cards and debit cards. But of course, we're working globally across multiple different countries with multiple different issuers. So I just hope that you can have some patience, and maybe soon we'll be able to announce that we're supporting debit and credit cards in Google Wallet as well. Okay. What else? Let me check. Yeah, I think we covered most, if not all, the comments and questions for today. What I'd like to say is thank you so much for joining us in another Google Wallet live stream. Remember, we try to have these live streams every 2 weeks. And next week, we're not going to have anything because it's IO Connect Berlin. I'll be in Berlin. Maybe if you're following me on Blue Sky or X, maybe you're able to post something that is happening at IO Connect Berlin. And the next week, we have a holiday here in the US, so we won't have a live stream. But please stay tuned. Go to developers.google.com/wallets/events to stay up to date with the latest live streams and up to date with everything that we're doing live on the internet or in person. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon, either in person in Berlin or in another Google Wallet live stream. Take care. Bye.